Welcome everyone. Adam the Woo here. As the recording of this Monday, June. Oh my God. That was a freaking huge bee. Just landed on my hand as I was holding my camera. There's a whole swarm of bees over there. It's a real beehive of activity. Welcome everyone. Adam the Woo here as the recording of this Monday, June 24th, 2024. I have just crossed over the state line into West Virginia. I am heading southwardly in my route, my descent back home for a very short while. I've been doing a lot of traveling this year and that's going to continue. But I do need to get home over the next couple days. Been out for 10 days so far, 11 days, 9 days, 11, 12, give or take a day. By the time I return in a day or two, it will have been about 2 weeks. There's a lot of giving and taking of days in my assumption of the amount of time I've been out. But heading through West Virginia today, I don't know if I'm just gonna stay on the interstates. I'm not sure if I'm gonna veer off and see other stuff. All I know is I'm in a rental car heading southward, and I'm inviting you to join me. Watch out for those bees. Whoa. Shall you? Yeah. It's a trap. Over there by that wild and wonderful sign. Also, look at the architecture of this rest stop here. Very nice. Very nice. There's the state of West Virginia flag waving in the breeze, the U.S. flag. Love the United States of America traveling across the Great Plains, the deserts, the flyover states, the coasts of this great country. You know, next year, a lot of international travel will be happening, something I really have never done. In fact, I've never been overseas before. I've been to Canada, I've been to Tijuana, Mexico. In 2025, prepare thyselves. And I'm talking to myself also, because I'm going to be going places. All right, gotta get going. I don't know if even these even show up on camera. Look at them swarming around down there on the ground level, over there by the picnic table. Ooh. Probably don't show up on camera, or maybe they do. Classic car alert. I have made it over to Morgantown, West Virginia, and I must say, really difficult to just find regular parking around here. Everything is paid parking. There's some construction going on. Took a little while to get to downtown. I believe it's Morgantown. And that could explain the parking situation. They're doing an event down here. Car show of sorts.
The bug is the most produced car in the planet, like 40 million Beetles been built from the 30s on up. It's amazing. We started building cars. We moved away from West Virginia and Georgia.
Called the Great Race.
I'm happy to plug a little bit.
Usually this is something you see on a weekend, but as I'm filming this again, it's a Monday. Yeah, the main reason I wanted to stop off here is because Don Knotts has a star. He was from Morgantown. And he's got not only a star, but he has a little sculpture here, a little statue that was dedicated back in 2016. Now I passed through here many years ago, 6-7 years ago, and they believe that the star was under construction at that time, or they were, you know what, it might have been around 2016 when I went through here. Either way, I have returned back through to check out Don Knotts, actor from 2 of my favorite shows, of course the Andy Griffith Show and Three's Company. Got this little sheriff cap
there.
there.
Did you guys go see Ace Frehley? How was he?
He was good.
He's my favorite Kiss member.
He did my uncle.
I guess Ace Frehley was in town.
Did you do your makeup?
There he is.
What? Yeah, you guys are standing by my porch.
Morgantown native.
We're related. I never knew that until my dad told me. That's cool. Yes, he was.
I'm wearing the Kiss shirt. I guess is related to Don Knotts. Began his Career performing a ventriloquist here in the historic Metropolitan Theater. Graduated from Morgantown High School in 42 and 48. There you go, right here, yeah. Barney Fife, Andy Griffith Show, Ralph Furley, Three's Company. Of course, incredible Mr. Olympic, Ghost and Mr. Chicken, and oh my gosh, Apple Dumpling Gang. Him and Tim Conway. Walk of Fame, pretty awesome. Yeah, he used to perform right there in the Metropolitan Theater here in West Virginia. I have stumbled onto something awesome. Was not expecting. Look at this freaking sweet Chevy van. Miss my van sometimes. Mine was a Ford, but I definitely miss that thing. Nice little Jeep here. Willie. Familiar with that one. I like the little mural here on the side too. There you go. I wonder if Don Knotts is featured in the mural up there. Guy playing the violin up in the top. Oh, look at this, like a little bellhop. This is why it was so difficult to find parking, because there's an event going on.
Alright, we ain't on there already.
Morgantown. Nice little stop off. One thing about road trips and just pulling into places. Thought I was going to check out the Don Knotts sculpture, but in fact, classic car show alert. Scrap rod.
Check this out. This is the baddest truck you'll ever see. 1972 Chevrolet C20 dealership installed duplicate on it. It's a Longhorn edition. Factory 402 big block. My friend, Eric Frankenberger from San Ramon, California, your driver here in the lead, is trusty navigator from Scottsdale, Arizona. Team Dark, North American racing team. Welcome to Morgantown, West Virginia.
Wow, look at this one. Holy cow, this is cool. Nice Coca-Cola mural there on the side. All right, go back to my car and carry on. Ah, the rocky hillside of West Virginia. There's like a tower up there spinning around as well. I got myself a little Dunkin' Donuts coffee, hot coffee right here. Also with 4th of July quickly approaching. Is it a couple weeks off? Something like that? We got lots of West Virginia fireworks stands all around in very close proximity to gas pumps. I don't need fuel yet, but yeah. Don't light a match. All right, continued on a ways and I've arrived at the city of Buckhannon. The promise of tomorrow with the dignity of yesterday is the slogan here. Got this mural. Veered off the freeway I was on just to see what I could find. This is Upshur County. This is the courthouse right here. And this is the downtown area. Right here along Main Street. Now notice there's no stop lights right here on Main Street, but there are former stoplight poles that have stop signs on them. You see the lights are gone. You see this in a lot of a lot of places they used to have, or maybe they were gonna have, you know, street lights or whatever, and they just put the stop signs on them as well. And then if you go over here, you can see there's a little banner stretching across, says 1863 and 1816. Maybe those are the years it was founded, but there are two different dates. 1863 on this side and 1816 on that side. And this is showing that different post coaches, horse-drawn carriages, used to roll through here. Schedules of departures, when they used to go. Fare through $13. How far did it go? We must have gone pretty far for $13 back in those days, dated back to 1848. That seems like a lot of money for even back then. And evidently the actor that played Lurch was from this area, went to college around these parts, and there is a stand-up, a standee of Lurch right here, and this is known as the Lurch Bench right here. This is just random to pop. You rang. It's the Lurch Bench right here, next to the stand-up of Lurch himself. Is right here holding the candelabra next to the Lurch Bench. Oh wow, this is something I never realized. So Ted Cassidy, who played Lurch, was in a bunch of different stuff. I'm a big Gorn episode fan from the arena episode of Gorn, when the Gorn fought Shatner out there at Vasquez Rock. Did a whole detailed filming location video on that. But evidently, I didn't realize this, Ted Cassidy, who played Lurch, did the voice of Gorn. He did not play the actor Gorn, he was not in the suit, but he did the voice of Gorn when he was talking to Shatner. What the heck? I had no idea. How did I not freaking know that? Take a look at that freaking awesome old DQ with the old neon sign and everything. Beautiful. Just on the outskirts of town, a few miles. Parked over here off the street. It says, enter at your own risk. The Randy Brown Memorial Chapel. It's one of those tiny churches. I've been to a few of these across the country. Did not realize this was here. In fact, looks like there's a headstone. Maybe there's like a little graveyard here too. Or maybe not. It just says, let thy child rest in hope and rise in glory. What the heck bug is that thing? Wow. That was like a huge, evil looking dragonfly thing. It looked like a dragonfly, but like the horror film version of one. This says 1966. Evidently this has been here a while. Notice the cross up there is broken off. The other portion of the cross is chipped off up there, so it's just the one section of it. Now, is this going to be open? It is. That's Randy Brown right there, 8 years old, 57 to 65, so evidently this out front, maybe that is where he is laid to rest. The pulpit here is where you can kneel and pray. 4 little church pews, then leading out to the road. Now I will be getting back on the interstate, but for now just enjoying some of these back roads. It's gonna be a lot of interstate today. A lot of it, but gotta take these little quiet back roads when you can get them. I've now arrived in Flatwoods, home of the Green Monster. The Green Monster of Flatwoods. It's right here in the hills, the mountains, West Virginia. Flatwoods of West Virginia. He's out there. What is the Flatwoods Monster? Can learn a little bit about this beast from space. Guess it happened on September 12th of '52. Little photo op here. That is the Flatwoods Monster, located here at the spot. Cute little town there with the church up on the side of the hill. This ice cream shop has some info on what exactly this Flatwoods Monster is. Around a bend, they saw a pair of bulging eyes. A short time after a meteorite or something, blazed across this town last Friday. An evil smelling, what does evil smell like? Green-bodied monster, 12 feet tall, with bulging eyes and clawy hands, sent 7 young citizens running for their lives. Very interesting. We had to coax him to go back. I had to keep my hand on his shoulder. He shook and shook like he was scared to death. There were tracks. There were tracks of the monster. Atop the rugged, tangled hill, there was no trace of a meteorite, but there was an area, quote, all trampled down, said Mr. Stewart. They could still smell traces of a peculiar odor. Hello. The monster, which prowled the hills of Braxton County, Friday, September 12th of that year, drawn by a New York artist, describes him as seen by Mrs. Catherine May and A. Lee Stewart. This is the monster right there. Look at that. Look at that space creature. And look at this gentleman staring up at the monster itself. Now, after this New York artist drew the description, this is Mrs. May holding it, said it is, quote, quite accurate. That is a quite accurate description of what she saw. Oh, and inside they have merchandise. Look at this. This is the sorry. This is good. This is real good. How much are these shirts? $20. Oh my goodness. That is great. Look at that. Look at that. It's cool to believe. Right down there. Yeah, they're embracing it heavily here. Figure was made of metal, 25 to 30 feet tall. Eyes were illuminated from the inside. What the? This is the sketch. Guess there was something, maybe a movie or TV show about it called The Legacy of Fear, a monster. I have to be honest, I never heard of this monster before. think he's still out there. Wait, what is that? That is the municipal building. But next to the municipal building, the only reason I knew it was a municipal building because it says so on that sign. Also, use at your own risk. There's a lot of your own risk stuff in West Virginia. This is the Monster. That's interesting, right? It's interesting. Evidently you can sit right here and in the Monster's lap, if you so choose. Got 3 fingers there. Got the belt. And then you can stare into the Monster's eyes. Just don't stare too long, you will get hypnotized. Take you to space. Like the breastplate there. I really like the hands, claws. Yeah, they definitely embrace it. It's even a parking spot right here. And another parking spot right there, reserved for Monster visitors. Either you're here visiting to learn about the Monster, or if you are a Monster, you got your own parking space. If he wants to come back, if he ever returns, years later, he's got a parking spot. All right, I stopped over here at the Flatwoods Center, where I was hoping that I could get a little souvenir. It's almost like a 1 foot tall souvenir of the Monster inside here, this little gas station convenience store. And you put a candle. It was made of ceramic that someone made, but they were all sold out. There was a sign inside. You could get it inside there. Went inside, was excited to purchase one, but evidently there aren't anymore. So no souvenir for me. I didn't really want to get the shirt. Shirt was kind of cool, but I would have liked to have something you could put on a candle. So right here at this Exxon, right off of the freeway, you could have got your own Monster that was like a foot tall, and the eyes glowed with candlelight. Just down the way is Sutton, right next to Sutton Lake, but they also embrace the Monster here. There is an active theater which still has the retro sign, the Elk Theater. Still playing movies, current movie playing at the moment. Sutton, it's good to be home, that's their motto, and evidently there is a museum dedicated to the Monster here in this town. It's the next town over from where I just was. It's an old sign, kind of dangling off the side of that little overhang right there. Old Coca-Cola sign, the Draft House. Definitely an old-timey downtown. A lot of it's seen better days. That's all boarded up. Windows are busted out. Someone's honking. Oh, here it is. The Monster Museum. Oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, all right. It does say it's open. Look at this. That's a freaking great shirt. Braxy and the Mothman. Beavis and Butthead. I might have, oh, this is one of those ceramic things right there. Braxton County Visitor Center, Flatwoods Monster Museum. If they have this shirt, I'm 100% buying it. Look at this thing, that is terrifying. My goodness, what have I stepped into? Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, I'm good. Evidently that's like the original sign that when I was pulling into town there. Look at all this stuff that they have here. Oh my god. It's like a whole freaking museum. There's Kathleen May and her beauty shop right there. Wow, this is great. This is so great. Midnight Spook Show. I'm gonna spend some money in here. Look at this over here. Oh my gosh, absolutely no seances are allowed in here. Thank you for your cooperation, but no, they do not want any seances taking place. This is like a, oh, what the heck? That thing just scared me. They're playing something in here that's like yelling and it startled. Yeah, this is like an entire subculture of this freaking monster. Braxton Monster. Look at this thing. Artistic representation up there, possibly. There's a lot of artwork through here as well. Unique design. This is like a mask of some sort. This would be like something like a paperweight or something you'd like put on a tree, like a Christmas tree ornament. This is a cassette tape. Look at this, like a cassette tape, but like maybe like an explanation or something about the monster. It's like a Pokemon card, but it's the Flatwood Monster as well. And they did have the t-shirt in my size, $20, well spent. I'm going to purchase this right here. I mean, I do love Mothman, but now I have a Mothman and a Braxton shirt. So up on the hill there, this is a little model they have. And they also have the ceramic things. They're $60. Figure since I'm getting a shirt and some postcards and things, I probably won't get it. But this is how it all went down right here. Okay, I got that shirt. I got a couple stickers, a couple postcards, and I also got this. Man, that's so cool that they were open. So cool. The Monster Museum. The Flatwoods Monster Museum. Must be the courthouse. The old jail. And you can dress better but pay less. Skilled tailors, correct styles. Workmanship unexcelled. Unexcelled? Workmanship unexcelled. You don't hear that word too much. My workmanship is unexcelled. All right, gotta move on, gotta carry on. That was a good stop. There's another one of those chairs. I guess a local artist made those chairs. A place called The Villa. Take a look at this old metal bridge. Love it, going over the river. Right up here. Definitely a cool little town. Love these type of bridges here, the metal bridges. Go over riverways. Gotta love local folklore, cryptids, stories, tales of interesting creatures. This one happened to be from space. Speaking of bugs, something is like biting my leg. Man, I got bees at the beginning of the day, and now I got space monsters, bugs. Man, I'm getting like bit up. Go back to my car, keep moving. I've carried on a ways over to Oak Hill. See the sun up in the sky. I'll be driving till dark. There's the water tower. There's the Oak Hill water tower up there. This is the town where Hank Williams passed. I passed through here many years ago. Different kind of pass. But I stopped off here, I should say. A decade ago? Gosh, probably more than that. I just so happened to be going through here again. January 1st, 1953. This is interesting. I always, in my mind, Hank Williams was older than 30 years old. He was born in 23, passed away in 53. January 1st, 1953, in Oak Hill, West Virginia, Hank Williams Sr. made his last stop on his last tour. This is dedicated to the fans that keep his memory of music alive, located right here in front of the library. Yeah. In my mind, I thought Hank Williams lived longer than 30 years. And just on the outskirts of that town, at the Skyline Drive-In, was in fact Hank's last stop, where he's found passed away in the back of the car. Interesting to be known for that. Right here along the road, driver pulled over. Even have the car there. I guess that would be to represent the Cadillac the driver was driving. And then there's a cornhole board. I have just been continuing on southwardly. In fact, I just crossed out of West Virginia into Virginia. In grateful recognition of James A. Williams Jr. of Witherville, an ardent supporter of safe modern highways. This was posted here in 1983. You got the love right there, and right there the grass. The motto here at the Welcome Center, well, throughout the entire state, is Virginia is for lovers. This one goes out to all you lovers out there. I'm not going to sing Earth Angel, but it was a reference for one of my favorite films. State flag, U.S. flag, waving in the breeze. I like this rest stop. I like this rest stop with the planter there. Very nice. Got some trucks parked over there. Ah, the open road. Love traveling. More times than not, vending machines at rest stops are out of order. This whole vending machine's out of order. It's a really bad Pacino. I always like to see if anyone is picnicking at the picnic tables and rest stops. Just like to take a poll. Go to a lot of rest stops. Sometimes you'll see people out on the tables having a nice little picnic. Not here, not at this one, not at a lot of them. There's beautiful mountains over there. Ah, Virginia. Beautiful state. Getting a little fuel, self-pumping gas nozzle. Price of gas, $3.19 a gallon in a town called Bland, Virginia. That's right, Bland, Virginia. And just like that, through Virginia, now crossing downward into North Carolina. We're doing a lot of driving on this road trip. Welcome Center closed at 5. It's already 8:37. Here's a layout of the land of North Carolina. It doesn't have a "You Are Here" placement on it, but this is the entire state of North Carolina. Big slab of granite. See? I think that's granite. I don't know, it's like what you'd put on a kitchen countertop. Just taking a poll. Just checking to see if anyone is using. I mean, granted, it's 8:30 at night. Why would anybody be picnicking out at a rest stop at 8:30 at night? But there isn't anyone. I'm going to drive about another hour south of here. I've already booked a hotel. Things I did when I was at the rest stop. Booked a hotel. About an hour or so south of here. Check out the red clay. And then after I get to the hotel, I'm going to call it a night. Continue on southbound.